Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a full face first impressions, and for this first impressions I'm doing a whole face with just drugstore makeup, so hopefully you enjoy that because I know some people can't afford higher end makeup. So I thought I'd start off with no makeup on because then you can see the end result at the end. Please do excuse my frizzy hair. I need to get my hair cut. It's all natural, and because it's so long now it's not as curly as it used to be. It's just like wavy, and yeah. So I haven't got everything new, but I'll tell you what I have and haven't got when it comes to it. So the first thing I have is the Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Spray Base thing. So I'm just going to spray this on my face for a base. It doesn't have a heavy smell to it, but it does smell like makeup, and it's gone all over my hair. Just scrunch that in. It has a nice spritz to it. It didn't go really wet on my face, which I know some people don't like, but sometimes I do when my skin is really dry and like dehydrated at the time. So yeah, nice spritz, and you can't barely see it because of my background. Okay, so I have another primer kind of thing. Why didn't I take this out of the packaging? I believe this is new. It's the Revolution Bacon Oil. Hydrate and prep for flawless makeup application. So it looks like this. It's basically just a face oil that you apply before makeup. So I'm just going to get my hair out of the way. I look like I have no hair. It has a dropper. I'm just going to drop this on my face. I've been loving oils lately for before foundation because it just adds something to the face and it makes it very hydrated. Okay, it's tickling my face. Okay, so I'm going to blend that out with a dual fibre brush. Smells kind of like, what does it smell like? Smells kind of citrusy, but not heavy citrus. Okay, so that's made my face very shiny and oily. It is quite an oily consistency, obviously because it is an oil, and hopefully it will help with the foundation. Okay, so next I'm going to go onto my lips. This is the Milani Moisture Lock Peach Seed Oil Infused Lip Treatment. So I got the peach mango flavour. It's just a lip treatment, like an oil lip treatment. So this is really nice. I've used it once already, and it's really like moisturising on the lips and great for before you're going to apply lip products. I usually do it before everything on my face, and then I, you know, do the lip, come to the lips, and my lips are nice and moisturize. Why am I struggling to say moisturize? Next, the foundation I'm going to be testing is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I got the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla. I believe they've come out with lighter shades than this now. I did buy this quite a while ago, so I still haven't tested it yet though. It says medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistant and sweat proof. It comes with a pump, so I'm going to add 2 pumps to my hand. Okay, so right off the bat, the consistency of this foundation is very thick and it's quite yellow toned, but I don't mind that. Okay, so I'm just going to get my finger and place it onto my face. Yeah, it's very thick. I'm glad I've applied unemployed. Why can't I speak when I film? I'm glad I applied the oil because my skin doesn't like thick foundations at the moment because it's honestly a little bit dry. The shade is very yellow, so if you have yellow toned skin then this would be great. I have kind of neutral to yellow toned skin, I would say. Doesn't have a scent to it, which is good. So I'm just going to blend this out with a sponge. This is just the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And of course it's damp. Okay, so there's actually quite a nice shade for my skin tone. Especially if I like blend it down my neck. Just going to see how this layers. It's looking really nice at the moment. Obviously it looks a lot more hydrating than it would be if I didn't apply the oil. So bear that in mind. So far I've applied 2 pumps and it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't go into my fine lines, which is great. I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer. Ow. I think I'm going to apply one more pump just to see how it builds. Okay, so that built up very nicely. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing any foundation on my face, which is great. It hasn't sunk into any of my fine lines on my forehead, which usually happens to me with every foundation I apply. But we'll see during the video what happens. I would say I've got it medium, nearly full coverage. It's still showing some of my freckles because I have freckles under my eyes by here and on my nose. And I would say the shade is really nice. It hasn't oxidized yet. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so next is a very hyped up product. Again, I got this a while ago, but I needed to get enough products for a full face. This is the new Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer. I got the shade C1 because I love a bright under eye, and this looks nice and light. Okay, so it's got a thick doe foot applicator like the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's supposedly a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, but I've heard that this concealer runs out a lot quicker. So we'll see how it applies. I love the shade. It's definitely what I like for a concealer shade because I love a bright highlight. It doesn't have a dramatic scent to it, it just smells like makeup, so that's great. So that was easy to apply. Let's see if it oxidizes as well. I would say it's a lot lighter in consistency than the Tarte Shape Tape. Okay, so that concealer blended out so seamlessly into the foundation. I have to try it with other foundations, etc. because at the moment it's very hydrating under the eyes and it looks great. It reminds me kind of the Colourpop concealer, but I've only used that about 3 times. Just how hydrating it looks and the finish. So yeah, that is a great product for me. That's a win. Next product is the One Heck of a Blot powder by Soap and Glory. Right, you're gonna have to ignore the dogs as per usual. Okay, so it comes with a big mirror. It's just a translucent powder. It says mattifying powder, translucent, and I'm going to apply this straight under my eyes and also set the lids. Okay, so I hope you can see it's mattified my under eyes extremely quickly. As you can tell, this is very hydrated and this is matte. I kind of like both of them, but I know my under eyes are going to crease, so I've got them powder my under eyes. I'm also going to set my fine lines on my forehead. So I'm just going to take a big powder brush now and pat this. I've heard a lot of people say they love this powder, and so far if you like a matte powder, a matte finish, then you are gonna love this. I do like a matte finish, but now my skin is a little bit more drier than usual. I like to hydrate my skin a little bit more, but because I put that oil down, I do need to set my face with powder because I do have a combination skin. I have an oily T-zone, dry patches, and then normal on other places. So yeah, that powder is great. I would definitely recommend that to people with oily skin, and also it hasn't clung to any of my dry patches. I got a bit of dryness up here, but it doesn't look too dry, and also my chin is quite dry recently. Okay, so next I'm going to go with bronzer and blush. So I got the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzing Powder Duo Matte Contouring, it says, in Fiji. So this is what it looks like. It's very sleek and simple. So inside it has the bronzer slash contour, and then it has the blush. So I'm not going to do too extreme contouring. I'm just going to use it as a bronzer. Tap off the excess, and I'm just using my normal bronzer brush. Okay, so I add a little bit at a time when it comes to bronzer because I am obviously a pale tone and I don't want it to look muddy on my skin, so I go light-handed to start off with. Okay, seems to be blending nicely so far. It isn't too warm for my skin tone, which is great. Just going to blend down my neck a little bit. Okay, so far I am loving my skin at the moment. Next I'm going to apply blush. So I'm just going in with the blush in here. It looks like a peachy pink, like warm tone blush. Wow, okay, that is pigmented. Holy Moses. Okay, so that was more pigmented than I thought. So I'm just going to blend that out with my powder brush. Okay, that's better. Okay, so go with a light hand with this. Okay, so I would say this is a nice duo if you want a cheap but good blush and contour. Yeah, I really recommend that. It doesn't look... Next I'm going to set my face. This is the Collection Primed and Ready Makeup Fixing Spray. So it's like this. Hopefully it's a nice spray. Seems okay. It smells kind of like alcohol. It's got aqua then alcohol, so it's got a lot of alcohol. Okay, so the spritz was nice, just I think I did it a bit too close to my face, but it was nice. Not much I could say about this because it's a setting spray, but I'll have to try it out in my daily life and test how long it keeps the makeup on for. The spritz was nice again, just spray it a little bit further away. Okay, so next I have the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls, which looks like this. It's a very nice, like champagne light highlighter. Apparently you've got to scratch the top off first, but I'm just going to go in with it. I went in with a generous amount, and let's see. It does look nice. Don't know if you can see that. It's very pale, but I like pale. Did feel like I had to go in a bit with the brush, but it has come out really nice. I'm just going to layer it up because I want to get a really bright highlight. This is for like an everyday highlight, I would say. Oh yeah, that's starting to look better. I would wear this on an everyday basis if I am going out somewhere with makeup on. I don't normally tend to wear makeup on an everyday basis, like foundation and everything. This is really good. I would probably recommend going in quite a bit like I did to get a bright highlight, but of course if you don't want a really bright highlight then this would be great for you, and it's great for every day, so I recommend that. It doesn't look chunky, it looks quite wet on the skin, which is great. Okay, so next I have a brow product to try. I normally stick to my original brow products, but this one's interesting. This is the Soap and Glory Archery Brow Tint and Precision Shaping Pencil. Now, I'm not going to be using the tint, I don't think, because it's going to look a bit too fake. It's just like a felt tip pen, and it comes out like that. So I'm not going to use that side, I don't think. But then on the other side it's got like a pencil, like a normal pencil. So I'm going to zoom in just so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so it doesn't come with a spoolie, and my spoolie is somewhere else. Oh well. I only tinted my eyebrows a few days ago. Is definitely not my shade. Okay, so this product would be great if you just want to just pop to the shop quickly or something, because that was really quick and easy. I'm just going to try and do the other one the same. Okay, so my eyebrows are not even whatsoever. This eyebrow is definitely my good eyebrow. This one is my shit one. Okay, so that's the best I'm going to get. I felt like it pulled out quite a few of my eyebrow hairs, which is not good. Overall it was nice, it was easy, it was creamy, it wasn't too pigmented, so if you're the type to just want a natural brow for every day or even when you go out, I would recommend this. This was quite easy and quick. Okay, so I have a sleek product next. This is the Sleek Eye Define mineral based eyeshadow palette in the A New Day. So the shades look like this. They're actually really nice and neutral. It's great for every day, I would say. It has a huge mirror in it. Okay, so it comes with a plastic sheet with names on, so I'll use that for reference. There's 6 matte shades and 6 shimmery shades. So I'm going to take the shade Let It Go, which is this shade by here, I believe. Yes, this one here, which is a warm kind of orangey shade. I have used sleek eyeshadows before, but I cannot remember for the life of me what they like, so hopefully they're good. Okay, so they're not overly pigmented, but we can work with it. Okay, so that crease shade blended nicely. It's a nice warm toned orange, nice for the crease. The next shade I'm going to go into is this deep brown shade, which is called Feeling Good. I'm going to pat this on the outer corner. Don't want to go in too dark with this look, but this dark brown is really nice. It's really pigmented and easy to blend so far. I haven't got any fallout so far, which is good. Okay, so they blended nicely together. So next I'm going to take a lid shade. I'm going to take the shade Shine On, which is like a gold shade right here. Hopefully they don't give much fallout. And I'm going to put that on the lid. Okay, there's literally nothing coming off that. Okay, the foil shades are just, this one in particular is just glittery. Okay, so I had to proper swirl my brush into that shade to get some pigmentation of it. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of Silver Lining, which is a paler shimmery shade. See if that's any good. Okay, so that shade actually applied a little bit better than the gold, but it might be because I applied the gold first. It looks a little bit more enhanced. So the eye look has come out quite nice. I mean, they're not the most pigmented things ever, but it'll do. So I'm just going to take the crease shade we took, put that on my lower lash line, and just smoke that out. They're quite powdery and they smell like kids' makeup. Okay, so that's the best I can do. It's quite similar to looks that I always do. Okay, so I'm not going to put anything on the inner corner or on my brow bone. I think it looks okay as is. I think it is a good palette, but mainly for like younger people starting out, and if you're not used to so much pigment from like, say, like the Morphe palettes, they're quite pigmented, but this is kind of a lot less pigmented, so bear that in mind. But it is a good palette. So next I have an eyeliner. This is a pencil eyeliner from Rimmel. It's the Special Eyes Precision Eyeliner Pencil in the shade 114 Rich Brown. Just looks like this. And I'm just going to apply that on my waterline. Okay, so that pencil actually surprised me. It's actually really brown and the pigmentation of it was really nice. As you can see, it's on my waterline. I didn't want to use black. I do have a black version, but I thought I'd use brown because the eyes are just soft and I'm putting quite bold eyelashes on. So yeah, I really recommend this for a drugstore eye pencil. Okay, so next I have a liquid liner. This is the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Black. The tip on this is extremely long and thin, which I like, that it's really thin. So I'm not going to do anything dramatic with this. I'm just going to simply do a line for the eyelashes. Okay, so that was really easy to apply. I think it's because the tip is quite dense and it's long as well. Okay, so that's the easiest eyeliner I've ever done, and I am rubbish at doing eyeliner. I think this would be so easy to use to create a winged eyeliner, but I would definitely recommend using this if you are a beginner and you want to get a straight line and etc, and it's actually really black as well. Okay, so I haven't got a mascara to try out, but I do have lashes, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara and I'll be back. Okay, so the eyelashes I'm going to apply are the Morphe Premium Lashes in So Charming. They look like this in the package. They are very dramatic. I did not know they were going to be this dramatic when they came in the post. I am starting to like really dramatic eyelashes recently, so yes. Okay, so I'm going to cut these to my eye shape because I never fit the standard eyelash. Okay, so these are very dramatic. More dramatic than I am used to, but we'll roll with it because they do look really nice and they're going to look nice in photos. So if you think they're too dramatic, then just don't buy them. But I actually like them. They were a little bit tricky to get on because the band is so thick and I had to cut them down extremely a lot. But they do look nice, I like them. So for the lips, I don't have a new lip liner, so I'm just going to go straight in with the lipstick. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colour in the shade Latte to Go. And I'm just going to apply this straight onto my lips. It's like a cool toned nude shade. The applicator is like a long applicator and these eyelashes are plain. They smell very much like cake and they're like meant to be a moussey formula. hell? How shit. Look at I'll zoom in. Look at that. Nah, that doesn't work for me. That was a complete fail. I don't know what's happened, but that just looks like shit. It's literally flaking off my lips. As you can see on my finger, it's just flaking. I've never seen anyone have this problem before. It's literally just flaked off my lips. Well, that was good. I was going to go over it. So yeah, that was a fail. I was going to go over it with this Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade 60 Tease. So I'm just going to apply this. It's basically like a lip gloss. Okay, no. That is way too pink for my lips. So I'm going to take this off. Never had any products fail that drastically in any of my videos or in life, but I just took them off because it just wasn't working. If I was going to use that gloss, I would probably just put it in the middle of my lips. So I've never tried this. This is the L'Oreal Lip Paint Matte in the shade Dead Lips, which looks like this. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this works. This is kind of the same formula as the Stay Matte. Okay, that is much better. Okay, these smell great. I like that. It's very nice on the lips. I am going to go in with a little bit of that lip gloss, lip lacquer, and just put a little bit in the middle of my lips. Just made it slightly lighter. Okay, I like this. Did not like this at all. It flaked off my lips. And this was actually quite nice as well. So these two together, they work. This was a disaster. Okay, so that is everything for my full face first impressions. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know by thumbsing up this video if you enjoyed it or you want to see more full face testing videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I upload every week on a Friday. Leave me a comment down below what products you would like to see me test and try out. And yeah, I love you to the moon and back, guys. Bye.